Years had passed since Daniel interpreted King Nebuchadnezzar's dream. Babylon thrived, vast and unrivaled, stretching across the world like a golden empire. Nebuchadnezzar at the height of his power, but in the king's heart, the vision of the statue still lingered, not as a warning, but a challenge.
If I am the head of gold, why should my kingdom ever fall?
Determined to defy fate itself, because if he was the head of gold, why should he allow another kingdom to replace him? The king ordered the construction of a colossal golden statue, nearly 27 meters tall, its entire body forged from gold, not just the head. It stood proudly in the plains of Dura, glistening under the sun, an eternal monument to his power. He summoned rulers, nobles, and citizens from every province to witness its unveiling. The air was thick with expectation and awe. A royal decree would soon echo across the land, one that demanded worship, loyalty, and absolute obedience.
This will be my legacy, my kingdom, forever.
The crowds gathered, trumpets blared, the king's herald stepped forward with a scroll in hand. The moment of command had arrived, the first test of loyalty in the shadow of gold. Then the voice of the herald declared in a loud voice. The herald's voice thundered across the plains.
O peoples, nations, and the language, when you hear the sound of the trumpet, the flute, the harp, and all kinds of music, you will fall down and worship the golden image which King Nebuchadnezzar has set up. And anyone who does not fall down and worship will be thrown right into the midst of the blazing furnace.
The messenger's words had just ended. The moment arrived. Music erupted into the air, waves of melodies cascading over the multitude. And as if controlled by a single will, the crowd bowed, heads lowered, knees hit the ground, all except three. In the sea of submission, three men stood firm, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, unmoved, unshaken. Their silhouettes rose like mountains of faith in a land ruled by fear. Someone in the crowd.
They do not bow. Are they mad?
They are Jews, the king's stewards.
Babylonian officials noticed and quickly informed the king.
O king, live forever, there are certain men among the Jews, those whom you appointed over the affairs of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They have not obeyed your decree. They do not serve your gods, nor have they bowed down to your statue.
Nebuchadnezzar was filled with fury. He summoned the three young men. Gasps echoed. Whispers turned into outcry. The unthinkable had happened, and now the consequences would be swift. The flames had been lit long before today. Rushed before the king, the three men faced the fury of a betrayed monarch. Nebuchadnezzar's voice shook the palace walls.
Is it true you refuse to bow to my statue? One last chance. When the music plays again, kneel. If not, you'll be cast into the furnace. And what god can rescue you from my hands?
But the three young men did not flinch. Shadrach spoke calmly, his eyes steady.
O king, we do not need to defend ourselves before you. If we are thrown into the fire, the God we serve is able to deliver us. But even if he does not, we will not serve your gods or worship your golden image. We will never bow.
Their words cut through the air like thunder. The furnace roared behind them, but their faith burned brighter still. The king's fury knew no bounds. His face contorted with rage as he gave the order.
Heat the furnace 7 times hotter. Bind them. Throw them in.
The furnace roared like a beast awakened. Its flames licked the skies. The strongest soldiers bound the three and carried them to the edge, only to perish instantly as the heat surged out. The young men fell into the blaze. The crowd gasped. Silence fell. Then, something miraculous. Nebuchadnezzar leapt to his feet, his face pale with wonder.
Wait, didn't we cast 3 men into the fire?
Yes, O king. There are 3.
Look, why do I see 4? Who is he? Walking unbound in the fire. And the 4th, he looks like a son of the gods. No chains, no burning, just faith walking amidst fire.
The witnesses look into the furnace, and it seems impossible that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego are there. They are not alone. A light is walking among them, a being that no Babylonian can explain. And then the king Nebuchadnezzar, trembling, stepped closer to the furnace. The fire no longer seemed to obey him. It bowed to someone greater. In awe, the king called out,
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out.
and they stepped forth. Their robes are unscorched, their hair untouched. Not even the scent of fire clung to them. The entire assembly stood in stunned silence. The impossible had happened, not just survival, but deliverance. Nebuchadnezzar, once proud and defiant, now bowed.
Praise be to the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. No other God can save in this way.
From that day, the king decreed that no one shall speak against their God. And the 3 men, faithful unto fire, were honored in Babylon. But while Babylon celebrated the greatness of this miracle, Nebuchadnezzar did not learn the most important lesson. The golden statue still stood, but its power was gone. In its place, a story spread of faith, fire, and a 4th man who walks among the flames.
Thank you for joining us on this journey of faith. If you believe these Bible stories can touch hearts, please leave a kind comment, and share this video with your loved ones. Don't forget to subscribe to Bible Adventures, where we bring God's Word to life through epic, heartfelt animations for kids and families alike. May you and your family always walk in God's blessings and peace.